Konnichiwa, it's Yumi here. Today we're going to do part 9 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen. The last time we were here, we translated some hieroglyphs, and we also came upon this, and something obviously goes in here, but we don't have whatever goes in here yet, so we'll come back to that later. And we also found these discs here, and some canopic jars, 4 canopic jars in here, and I believe they represent the 4 sons of Horus. So we'll come back to that later. So let's take a look at the actual tomb.
Okay, way too heavy. If I could make some sort of lever, I bet I could use that hole and open the coffin. What was that? It sounds like it came from the entrance.
Okay, so we obviously don't have enough string to open the tomb ourselves, so we can maybe use these as a lever. So, and we'll try and figure out what that noise was in a second.
Not strong enough. I need something else, too.
So obviously the spears still aren't enough to open the tomb. So we're going to go to where Abdullah is and try to figure out what that noise was.
Yes?
That was a close call with the scaffolding.
I've seen worse. 20 years ago, we were in a tomb, a minor site. A guide, much like your boy Dylan, kicked over a support beam and crash! It all came down. 7 of us, trapped under stones, big as automobiles.
What happened?
5 of us were eventually pulled out.
What happened to the other 2?
What do you think happened?
Do you think this has anything to do with a curse?
Does it matter?
Okay, so we're done talking to Abdullah.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
And apparently the noise had something to do with the scaffolding. And we're going to use this as well as the spears to open the tomb. So let's go back. Back to the tomb, and let's see, we got our spears, and we got our sturdy board. Now this should open it. Okay, obviously there's some sort of mummy or tomb here.
I need to figure out what these symbols mean before I do anything.
Okay, so we're not going to worry about this puzzle right here. And oh, okay, this should be fun. Alright, so let's see what this says, and maybe we'll be one step closer to figuring out how we can open this. This is I believe. You know what, I should have taken a picture of the first one I translated. I think this is H. This must be T. This must be E. I'm just totally guessing. I think this was U, but I'm not sure. No, this was U. This might be D. And this is probably R. So the something of something. This must be O. The under the protection. So this must be C. And I'm guessing this is S. The procession. I'm guessing this is G. The gods begins. I'm guessing that's B. Under the protection of the heavens. I'm guessing this is M. The procession of gods begins the reveal. Seek.
I need to figure out what this means.
Okay, it says the procession of gods begins the reveal. Seek them out under the protection of the heavens. The procession of gods begins the reveal. Seek them out under the protection of the heavens. No idea what that means, but so we've translated this, and of course we don't know.
I need to get the correct gods to their proper locations.
Okay, it said, I'm referencing back to our glyphs book. The procession of gods begins the reveal. Seek them out under the protection of the heavens. Okay, so let's take a look at our task list, because I still don't know what these things are.
Did that.
We found a way to open the sarcophagus.
Can't check that off yet.
Can't
check that off yet.
Okay, we still have a lot to do.
That's done.
We used the lamp to illuminate the tomb.
Still have to do that. Haven't done that. Check.
We found the source of a loud crash.
Can't check that off yet.
So we have to search the entire site for references to the heavens. So I'm guessing that will help us figure this out, because I have no idea how to, figure this out yet. So we have some more exploring to do, obviously. And we need to get more information and more clues as to what's really going on here. So just looking around some, and oh, who's this?
The sandstorm did not scare you away?
It'll take more than a little sandstorm to get me to leave.
Shh! Do not tempt the Anunnaki.
The what?
I should not have even spoken their name. Disregard that. I didn't mean to say Anunnaki. Oh, blast! I said it again, didn't I? I'm Jamilla, by the way, but if anyone asks, you haven't seen me.
Why are you here?
Well, I can't exactly be there, now can I? That would make no sense.
Okay.
What do you think of Abdullah?
Not much. He talks always like there's an audience near, but what audience would listen to such a tedious man? I say let him think he's in charge if it makes him happy.
You don't think he should be in charge?
I don't think he's capable of being in charge. He doesn't even believe in the Anunnaki.
Are you worried about the curse?
Who could be worried about a curse at a time like this?
A time like what?
The Makers. The original architects. They're watching.
Who are you talking about?
Nancy, they can't hear you. You do not have to pretend.
I'm not pretending. What are you talking about?
How could you not know? This is the cradle of civilization.
Right.
Here we were born, and like all infants, this is where we were taught.
Taught what?
To be human. We didn't just figure that out. But for millennia we lived in caves, terrified of the very earth, of fire and wind and lightning.
Right.
We cowered and dug down into the earth. But one thing of all humans, we are curious. One night, our ancestors saw the sky catch fire, and the brave ones left their caves and walked into the light. And there they met the teachers.
I don't follow.
They brought us to the next level of consciousness, and in return we built them the pyramids.
I'm not so sure I agree with you on this one. If aliens built the pyramids, why were human leaders buried inside?
They were not just rulers on Earth. They were the chosen, the favorite of the Anunnaki.
If we built the pyramids for the aliens, why did they all just leave?
Oh, they didn't leave. They're all around us. Do you want me to call them?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They're an amazing sight. They're slender and tall and have the most gorgeous, glowing, luminescent fangs.
When did you become so interested in aliens?
Sunny June. I took his Are You Alien or Ali Out course. Changed my life. Did you know that aliens were there at every major human milestone, with the exception of the moon landing?
All right, I'll bite. Why?
Because it was a rude thing to do. They wanted no part of it.
Who is Sunny June? I've seen his name everywhere, but we've never met.
I can't explain it all to you, not now. He's special. He's met them.
Met whom?
You don't make this easy, do you?
To be fair, neither do you.
True. The Anunnaki. He's spoken to them. He knows that they're on their way.
I'm still not a believer.
But look around! This temple is proof. There is no way all of this could have been built without their help.
All those things seem like human accomplishments to me.
As they were designed to look. But I had hoped that you could see the strings, and not just the puppet.
What do you think of Dylan?
The tour guide.
Yeah,
Did I have to have an opinion of him?
I guess not.
Oh, good. That's a relief.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so, that's...
Check.
We found everyone who was at the opening of the tomb.
Haven't done that.
We still have a lot of stuff to do. And we have to search the entire site for references to the heavens. Missing piece from the panel on the tomb's wall. Oh, yeah. Still a lot of things to do. Okay, so moving right along.
Yes?
What do you think of Jamilla?
What is to think? She believes aliens built the pyramids. She is a waste of my time.
So I take it you don't believe in aliens?
Let me stop you there.
Normally when people say that, they have more to say.
I do not. If you do not have enough faith in humans to believe that we invented pushing, dragging, and lifting without the help of aliens, you are terminally wrong and incredibly stupid. We will never agree on anything.
Are you okay with her staying here?
No. Get out of my sight!
You do not own this temple!
What?
Leave now, or I will remove you myself!
I'd like to see you try.
She sure seems determined to stay.
Wow, so apparently Jamilla and Abdullah were in some sort of argument. We have to find out what Jamilla is hiding in her handbag. We still have a lot to do, and so what I'm gonna do is just take a minute. Actually, hey, he's not here. Let's figure out what this says.
I bet I could translate that. What am I missing here?
O living ones, who art thou that hast come? Thy heart is covetous. Hearken ye shall not remove this tombstone from its place forever. Do not rob, but act against the robber, without allowing any people to tread upon this holy ground. Then you will hear this secret. What? O living ones, who art thou hast come? Thy heart is covetous. Hearken ye shall not remove this tombstone from its place forever. Do not rob, but act against the robber, without allowing any people to tread upon this holy ground. Then you will hear this secret. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but, definitely something we should remember, I guess. Okay, so let's go back out here and try and make some phone calls. Let's call Professor Beatrice Hotchkiss.
Hello? I need your help. The hieroglyphs here don't make sense.
Then you are in for a treat. I like my puzzles as tempting as the gooseberry pie from San Rios in Little Brazil, and as complex as the ginger lime sauce they lovingly smother it in.
Oh my God.
You should focus on what doesn't make sense. Look for a part of the pattern that has no earthly business being there.
Okay.
Lily seems to be taking this curse business very seriously.
I thought you were, Lily.
The other Lily?
Hotchkiss prank! Oh, you're such a good sport, Nadine. That's a little silly of her, don't you think? Curses may only be a figment of our overactive imaginations.
That's what I think.
There are more pressing things to worry about. Most Egyptologists die because the desert is inhospitable and positively crawling with diseases. Horrid molds and bacteria that have been breeding for thousands of years unchecked. And let's not forget the lack of structural integrity of most of the tombs.
Right.
That's less than reassuring.
Oh dear, everybody dies, but life isn't worth living if you don't take a few risks. Although I guess I should stress that everyone dies much faster in the desert. Much, much faster.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Have you heard of the theory that aliens built the pyramids?
Oh, that old gem. Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Well, unless they're sending us a bill, does it matter?
With all of your work, I assume you'd at least care.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't let those things bother you. Some of us have keen observational skills and a rigid adherence to the scientific method. And some of us have thought processes that best resemble a piñata explosion at a sugar-fueled child's birthday extravaganza.
Right.
Either way, if it encourages people to witness the marvels of ancient Egypt in person, it's good work, in my opinion.
Do you believe the Anunnaki exist?
You may as well be asking me if I believe Brian Abernathy Fortinbright exists. I don't know, and further I could only guess.
Is that a name you just made up?
Yes. Now, given the fact that there are 7+ billion people on Earth, it stands to reason that he may be a real person. And if we apply the Drake equation, we will find the astronomical, no wordplay intended, dear, number of habitable planets in the universe. It is possible that the Anunnaki may exist. But since the evidence is shaky at best, I am much more interested in the here and now.
Same here. You said the evidence of the Anunnaki is shaky. What evidence is there?
Some say if you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see some of the figures holding flashlights.
Okay, that's strange.
Well, not exactly. It's easy to see what you want to see. Seeing the tombs always made me feel quite simply famished. As the long days would pass, the murals would become quite simply delicious. Osiris would be holding the most wonderful caramel flans. Reeds would be chicken wings, and Cypher for twisted flax would transmogrify into warm, straight out of the oven, garlic knots right before my eyes. My point is that you can see what you want to see. And what I want to see is that takeout menu for the Spicetown Speakeasy. I may have to put you on hold, dear. Just a moment.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still on.
Hotchkiss here. I'd like baguette stuffed with mushroom and sautéed asparagus, and a beef jerky salad with caramel vinaigrette.
That can't be a real food item.
Is that still you, Norma?
Nancy?
Is this your first day at Spicetown? I'm Hotchkiss. We'll be talking to each other quite often. Would you kindly summarize your personality for me, for efficiency's sake?
No, it's Nancy Drew. Still on the line, still in Egypt.
Oh, drat and drat. Well, perhaps I'll just be dull and prepare myself a curried waffle sandwich.
What?
Can you help me sort out some canopic jars?
Oh my. Oh my, yes. Let's see. A human and 3 animals. A jackal was Duwamata, baboon, harpy, and Kebasenuef. They also represented the 4 cardinal points, each protecting a sacred organ. I seem to remember that Hoppy was the lungs.
Bye.
Hotchkiss out.
Okay, so from talking to Professor Beatrice Hotchkiss, we know a little bit more about the 4 sons of Horus. We know that Happy was the baboon and that he represented the lungs. And we already know that Mseti was the human. So,
Can't check that off yet.
we still can't check it off yet, but don't worry, we'll figure it out. You have to find out what Jamilla is hiding in her handbag, search the entire site for references to the heavens, find the missing piece from the panel on the tomb's wall, explore the tomb, find out everything you can about Dylan, figure out who the 4 sons of Horus were, find and replace the missing scarab, find a way to snoop Lily and Abdullah's bunks, and all that good stuff. So let me just call Professor John Boyle really quick.
Hi, Nancy.
A tour guide just appeared out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, really. He showed up when we found the tomb.
You're 100 kilometers outside of Cairo. That's too far afield to have a wacky next-door neighbor.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm not used to watching this much television. It's doing strange things to my brain. Whatever he says, he didn't just drop in. He must be up to something.
Are you familiar with the Anunnaki?
Oh, please, not you too.
No, Jamilla. She's got a lot to say on the topic.
Good. I'm not saying there isn't alien life, but why insist that aliens built the pyramids? Humans have made a mess of so many things. Just let us keep that check mark in the victory column.
I tried to translate some of the hieroglyphs, but they were complete gibberish.
The whole wall, or just a portion?
Just a portion, I think.
Good. Isolate that part that doesn't translate. Look for a key.
What sort of key?
It could be anything. Take a good look. If something sticks out, see if you can find the same pattern elsewhere.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Professor John Boyle. And before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and end this as part 9 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen. I will see you guys here very soon for part 10. Domo arigato gozaimashita.